fairly fast education on plants, how they grow real quick out of the ground. Okay, so you got the ground. You got the ground here. And inside the ground you have nutrients, minerals, and soil, which would be called ground. And then you have this miracle of what they call a seed. Seed is a little pod that contains all the info of what the plant is and what will be. Now we know it's called the DNA, but there's other explanations for it. But basically it has all programming of this little seed that when it goes into the ground. So now let's put this seed down into the ground. So you put it down here, depends on the different plants. You can be a couple inches down or so near the surface, or less or more, depending on your plant. And then of course you need the water, of course, which comes from a cloud or from a, what do they call that, a pour spout. It's a watering can. Its official name, I know a couple languages, so I'm getting lost. We'll do Spanish later. So you get the water on there, and it does around the seed. It's a really hard casing or lining, but as it goes in here, it starts to soften up, and then the water activates its growing ability, and then it starts to grow. So let's move the seed down here. So this softens up. Now out of here there's a little growth coming up, and because we have nutrients and minerals and soil and ground, all these things together plus the water, this plant starts to bud through to start. Okay, so guess what you need in the first place? What is the most important thing you need in the first place? More important than anything. Anybody know? We don't have a yellow, so we'll have to use a red. We need a big old sun. Okay. Let's see. Can we even see that? Here's the sun. And it produces what? Heat. Photo, which would be light. And it causes this way far away, 93 million miles approximately on this orbit. It comes down and it creates this plant to grow. Okay, so now we have this plant growing, and then because of this seed, the information that's in this seed, it will produce fruit. This seed down here has a programming of different responsibilities that it has, and you get this fruit. Okay, so that was an easy, quick way to explain. And then now on the seed, as this grows up, you get roots. R-O-O-T-S. Start to grow into the ground to absorb up nutrients up to here and produce this fruit. So we have a plant or a tree. We're just going to go here, and then we're going to go fruit. Okay, there you go. That's what happens. Looks like we're losing our picture a little bit. Okay, so first of all, we have the seed. It has all the information in it. It goes into the ground that has nutrients and minerals, which is also called soil, is the ground. you put it in the ground below the surface, and you water it by this watering can or by the rain. And then the sun, of course, produces heat and light that makes the plant grow. Then it starts to come up here, and then you got roots starting to grow as the plant gets bigger. So here you got the plant with the sun and the heat and the water, and you get this called fruit. And then there is just the start of how plants start to grow. After the fruit, you pick the fruit, or it drops down, it nutrifies the soil again, and then the plant will either continue to grow, depending on its variety, or it will shut down for the winter and then wait for the next season. Okay, youngster, that's your lesson for today. Homeschool lesson for my youngster.